Brotherhood is dead. Yeah, I said it. You hear me talk about brotherhood on my socials all the time and the fact that we need one. But the reality of it is fucking dead. Unless you do it the way that I'm about to teach you. Now, this day and age, people talk about brotherhood and so on and so forth, but really, everyone's in competition with each other in a negative way. Somebody else's win is perceived as your loss, and your loss is perceived as somebody else's win. That's not how it fucking works. I come from a background where when we were in the car and we were robbing someone, okay, whoever was in that car got paid. Whoever was in the car and we made a lick, we got paid. We were all the same. We were all under one umbrella. And nowadays, everyone's in competition with each other. And the guys that you do class as brothers, all they are glorified drinking friends. That's all it fucking is. And I want to put something to the test right now. I want you to open up your phone and I want you to message your best mate, your best mucker, and just message him this. 6 a.m, Jim, what you saying? Now put your phone away and we'll see what the reply is by the end of this training. Now what I'm going to give you are 3 laws of brotherhood. This is how I filter through people who I class as brothers, and I hope people do the same with me. So the first one is truth over comfort. I had a conversation with another coach. She was a personal development coach, works with people in corporate, and she was on about self-love. We need to show each other more love. That's not how men work. Your best mates, your true brothers, you'll sit there for hours ripping the shit out of each other, calling out each other's flaws. Not because we hate, but because we want them to do better. It's because we've got a standard. And by you staying quiet, by you not speaking your mind and not calling out your brother when he is falling off the bandwagon, is a disservice, one, to him, and second of all, to yourself. This nicey approach nowadays where you don't want to offend anyone and you've got to be super nice and, you know, everyone's happy and everyone's kind of gay. Like, it doesn't work. I mean gay as in like happy, by the way. The technician just laughing his head off. But yeah. Gay. But it is, I mean, I can't appreciate anyone who just tells me, you're fucking great, you are, mate. I don't like yes men. I do not like yes men. It's the worst thing for me. It's like, I can take criticism, not even constructive criticism, because there is truth in all criticism. There's always some truth. So, law number 1, truth over comfort. Learn to have difficult conversations with your brothers. Pillar number 2, loyalty over ego. Now, there has to be a standard within a brotherhood, within a friendship group. And you've got to be able to hold each other to that standard, but there's a special way of doing it. And the way that I like to do it is I will praise you in public, but I will tear you to absolute fucking shreds behind closed doors. So even if my brother's wrong, in public, I'm going to say, yeah, man, he's a dog's bollocks. He did it. He was right. Then behind closed doors, I will offer him advice, because true advice is offered in private, not in public. Because from the outside looking in, you need to make sure that people see you as a dominant force. People need to know that you cannot be fucked with. I'm not talking on about a violence level. I'm talking on about a bigger level than that. I'm talking on a national level. When you're part of a movement and you have standards and you do not let those standards slip and you confront each other in private and praise each other in public, that is power. That is absolute power. And the final pillar is healthy competition over complacency. I don't see my brothers win as a loss to me. And a lot of you guys will. A lot of you guys are like bitches nowadays. If somebody gets a car, you'll go to your missus, you'll sit there, oh, so-and-so's had a new Beamer. Who does he think he is? He thinks he's bad. He doesn't think he's bad. You think he's bad. That's your opinion of him. That's you projecting onto him. It shouldn't trigger insecurities in you. So this is more about who you are. With healthy rivalry, this causes growth. This causes all of you to expand. It causes you to all have a bigger pie that you can have a slice of. So healthy competition is key. So check your phone. Has your mate replied yet? Has he got back to you? Has he read it and blanked you? Has he said, yes, let's do it? Or has he point blank said, fuck off? Who do you think I am? Okay? Now, don't get me wrong, there are extenuating circumstances. He might have the kids, he might have work. And in that case, he should be saying, okay, I can't do 6 a.m., let's do another time later in the day. Because I'm sure you're somebody who values hard work, you're somebody who values their health, and your friends' values should align with yourself. And if they don't, you should be pulling them up. So that was just a little test. Now, I just want to dig into the psychology of brotherhood. You see, men don't bond over good times. They bond over hardship. Why do you think guys who go to war come back as brothers for life? Why do you think guys who've been in prison together see each other the same way? You have that commonality, that common struggle, that shared struggle. And that's what brings you closer. So select the people that you are willing to struggle with, because struggle forms respect between one another. You start to see each other as equals. Weak guys, they will avoid any sort of tension, any sort of competition. So make sure you put yourself around guys who are willing to struggle with you. I know some of you watching this are going to be like, yeah, I'm a lone wolf. I'm a lone wolf. I used to be the same. I used to think I can do this all my own, self-made, and all that sort of shit. By the way, the lone wolf dies. You need a pack. You can't do things alone in your life. You need to make sure that you've got people around you, people on the same mission as yourself. And that's why I created the programs that I've created. We are all pushing in the same direction. We're creating a community where if you're driven, you're ambitious, you've got big goals and dreams, we aren't the sort of people to laugh at you and sow doubt in your mind. We're there to say, how the fuck are we going to make this happen? And that's what you need. So if you do go and check out the description below, there's a few free resources. There's a networking training that I'm going to leave for you, which is for my clients inside of the syndicate, which is going to allow you and show you how to attract people into your life that are going to be beneficial for you and of which you can be benefit to them. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.